Hello students, I am back in Study with me with a new lecture. In this lecture I am making you understand about the calculation of live load on steel roof truss. In previous lecture I have make you understand how to calculate the dead load on the steel roof truss. Okay, likewise in this lecture I will make you understand about the calculation of live load on steel roof truss. Okay, so let's start with the lecture. Calculation of live load. One minute. Okay, calculation of live load. It is based on IS 875 part 2 is only for the live load. Part 1 is for dead load, part 2 is for live load, and part 3 is for wind load. So as per IS 875 part 2, the equation for calculating the live load is live load on plan area equation is 750 minus 20 into alpha minus 10. Okay, alpha is nothing but the angle of repose. So let's check that we have find it earlier. What was the angle of repose? In the configuration portion, we have find the angle of repose which is 26.56 degrees. Before moving forward, let's alpha is equal to 26.56 degrees. Before moving forward, let me make you aware of some conditions. So the condition is that conditions. So conditions is that first, if the angle is less than 10 degree, if angle is less than 10 degree, then please consider the live load is equal to 750 Newton per meter square. Okay, the live load on plan area can be considered as 750 Newton per meter square. If the angle is greater than 10 degree, then and then we need to consider this equation for calculation of live load. Okay, now putting the value of alpha in the equation, so 750 minus 20 into alpha is 26.56 degree minus 10. So what will be the answer? So the answer will be 418.8 Newton per meter square. Now, note something here that this value should be greater than 400 Newton per meter square. So the third condition is that the value of live load should not be less than 400 Newton per meter square. If the value comes, if it is less than 400 Newton per meter square, then consider the value of live load is equal to 400 Newton per meter square. Here we have got 418.8, so it is greater than it is okay. Then we will consider the 418.8 Newton per meter square itself. Now, our roof truss is like this. The lie load is occurring on the whole roof truss. But we need to find it on the roof truss maximum. So we are very known with the thing that in any element, the the maximum pressure occurs at CG distance. So we will consider the roof truss as CG distance. So the load on roof truss. So the live load on roof truss is equal to 213 of live load calculated. 213 of live load calculated. Means on the plan. The 2 by 3 of 418.8. So the answer will be 279.2 Newton per meter square. Now, the live load will occur on plan area. And our plan area is, as per the calculation of configuration, is 45. So 279.2 into 45, which is, let me check. Yeah, it is 45 plan area. Okay, 45 meters square. So the total live load we get is 12564. Is equal to, we can write it 12.56 kilonewton. This is what? This is our total live load on roof truss. Okay. Now divide it on the panel point as we have divided it in a dead load calculation. So this is our roof truss. We have 5 panels. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, these are the panel points. So here we have 5 panels. So is equal to 12.5 divided by 5. So on intermediate panel point, so 2.5 kilonewton on intermediate panel point. Because the intermediate panel point equation is total load divided by number of panels. Okay, so the value on intermediate panel point will be like this. So these are 2.5 number of panels, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. So the half will be transferred from here to here, here to here. So here it will be 2.5 kilonewton. Likewise, here also it will be divided half equally in each panel. Okay, so here it will be also 2.5. Here also it will be 2.5. And here also it will be 2.5. Okay, so the first and two, so last is the end panel point, which is considered as end panel is equal to IPP divided by 2, which is 2.5 divided by 2. This is 1.25 kilonewton. So here it will be the 2.5 half is equal to 1.25 kilonewton. And here also it will be 1.25 kilonewton. Okay, it means these are end panel point and these between are intermediate panel. Like this way we can calculate the live load on the steel roof truss. So I hope you all understand and you all get that how to calculate the live load on the steel roof truss. So for today, that's it. In next lecture, we will calculate the wind load.